The White House announced Thursday they'll arm the Syrian opposition with small arms after confirming the use of chemical weapons by the Assad regime. David Ignatius is here to help explain what that means for the ongoing conflict there. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Why now and not some months or even years earlier?
Why now? The simple answer is that when a country is confirmed to be using chemical weapons, President Obama said he would investigate, and he has, and he's found that yes, they are using chemical weapons. A country that claims to be a superpower can't sit aside and do nothing. President Obama really doesn't want to fight this war. He correctly reads the country as being sick of wars in the Middle East, but as we've seen, in the end, it was impossible for him to stay out.
And not to be cute, but can you be a little bit pregnant on something like this?
Well, we will be. So we'll find out. It's not a little bit pregnant analogy so much as a slippery slope analogy. What will happen is we will supply some weapons to General Idris, the moderate commander of the Syrian rebels that we've grown to respect, and I think rightly so. He's somebody I talk to, and I think he's a sensible fellow. We'll give him weapons. We'll give him some anti-tank. I think probably some anti-aircraft weapons as well. And they won't be enough. His forces will continue to get pounded, and then the question will be, what do we do? Our policy isn't working. He's in danger of collapsing in Aleppo, or name the battlefield, and then the cry will go up. We can't, having made the commitment to help him, let him fail, can we? And then the question will be, well, what more do we do? And we've seen that over and over again. That's kind of a pattern in these kinds of wars. You get in a little bit, and then you have to add more and more.
We ran a story today questioning whether this might be too little, too late. It had a quote from a Syrian opposition leader with using the word meaningless. So I wonder, does this change the nature of the battle at all?
No, I have limited patience for that. I mean, people who tell you don't do anything, then when you decide to do something, say it's too little, too late. I mean, the truth is, I think we should have gotten involved in this same way, providing weapons, providing command and control assistance, helping build a responsible army that can create a new country long ago. I certainly felt that way after I came out in October, but that's not a reason for not doing it now. I think the point is, now that we're doing it, now the U.S. is making a commitment to help decent people have a decent country and avoid this plague of chemical weapons, let's do it right, which means do it sensibly, put good people into it, make sure the weapons are appropriate, that they're well managed on the receiving end, and that's not impossible. The United States has superb special forces. I just hope we'll deploy the people that we have. I know people in the U.S. Army who are very upset that the best people to do this are looks like not going to be allowed to help because of nervousness about boots getting too close to the ground. They wouldn't actually be in Syria, but even so. People are saying, no, I think that's a mistake.
Who are these people and what would they do?
So our Army has special forces, rangers, people who are trained for precisely this kind of mission. And they can operate under their normal military authority, so-called Title X authority. They have to do that from inside Jordan and Turkey. There's some of that going on now. But I'd actually like to see them go into the country with the forces to help train them deeper into the country. That would require a different structure. You could still do it as a U.S. Army Special Forces mission. I know a lot of people in the Army who favor that, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in the near future.
Okay, David, thanks as always.
Thanks, Brooke.